Would you have the mental fortitude to face rejection from over 100 girls? This is the fate of Rentaro Eijo, a schoolboy and a romantic who has tried to get a girlfriend for many years, but is always rejected, even if he earnestly loves each of his crushes. Eventually, the weight of all the rejections makes Rentaro depressed, and makes him turn towards religion. Right before he is about to go to a new school, Rentaro visits a strange and prays that he would find someone willing to be his girlfriend. To this shock, a deity calling itself the God of Love appears and tells Rentaro that there was a terrible mistake made by the gods. The God of Love explains that everyone is supposed to have one soulmate in their entire life, but due to the error, Rentaro actually is now destined to have 100 soulmates who will all love him. Later, on his first day of high school, Rentaro accidentally meets two girls, Hakuri Hanazono and Karine Inda, both of whom are his soulmates. They both start competing for his attention. Returning to the shrine, the god confesses that Hakuri and Karine are both among the soulmates, and Rentaro struggles to choose between them. However, the god reveals a terrible twist. Due to the unusual situation of Rentaro having 100 soulmates, if any soulmate is not dated and loved by him, they will be cursed forever and will eventually pass away. The horrified Rentaro briefly considers hiding his relationships with both girls, but he ultimately rejects the idea. Instead, he bravely asks Hakuri and Karine to be his girlfriends at the same time, and they agree. Eventually, the two girls figure out that Rentaro has never kissed anyone before, which leads to Hakuri and Karine wanting to both get his first kiss. Rentaro is uncomfortable with the competition, and so he tries to create a game that would let him kiss either of them without the two of them getting angry at each other. However, when they attempt his plan to keep whoever got the first kiss anonymous, they keep failing. Eventually, Rentaro decides to surrender his first kiss to Ann Baba instead, a disciplinarian who uses kisses to punish those who misbehave. Hakuri and Karine decide that they want Rentaro to have his first kiss with one of them, so they decide that the other girl should have it. But after some discussion, they instead decide to share a kiss together. Rentaro meets his third soulmate, a quiet girl named Shizuka Yoshimoto who only talks by pointing to words in a book. They connect over her favorite book, which she lends to him. Later, Rentaro suggests Shizuka get a text-to-speech app on her phone. He then sends her a file with the whole book text, letting her talk without looking away. Shizuka realizes Rentaro must have typed it out himself since it wasn't available digitally. Rentaro later asks Hakuri and Karine if Shizuka can also be his girlfriend. He promises to do his best for all of them, willing to take responsibility if he fails. Rentaro suggests playing Old Maid to help Shizuka feel more comfortable with the group. The loser of each round would get tickled by the winner. Rentaro wins the first 3 rounds, and each time, a different girl ends up last. In the 4th round, Shizuka wins, but she only lightly pokes Rentaro. Sensing tension from Karine, Rentaro leaves the room, giving the girls a chance to talk. Karine reassures Shizuka that she doesn't need to hold back because Rentaro cares for her just as much as the others. When Rentaro returns, Shizuka decides she's ready for a kiss. Rentaro meets Nano Ai, his 4th soulmate, a brilliant and seemingly unfeeling girl who excels at school. Despite her initial disinterest and belief that Rentaro isn't important, she can't stop thinking about him after their encounter. Rentaro asks her out to prove himself, and they spend a day at an amusement park. Nano feels puzzled by the rides and thinks the day was pointless until Rentaro almost destroys the photos from their date. Seeing Nano's emotional reaction, Rentaro realizes she did gain something from their time together. Overwhelmed, Nano asks Rentaro out, and they share a surprise kiss. Rentaro introduces Nano to his other girlfriends, which makes them a bit envious. Hakuri suggests they all go to an indoor water park together to have fun like Rentaro did with Nano. At Hakuri's suggestion, Rentaro and the girls head to an indoor water park. Karine wraps herself in a towel claiming she feels cold. Shizuka gets caught in a whirlpool because she can't swim, and Rentaro faints from a nosebleed when he accidentally gets too close to Nano and Hakuri. Hakuri and Nano try to find a male lifeguard to help Rentaro, but encounter 3 creepy guys instead. Karine informs Rentaro about the situation, and when Hakuri and Nano kiss him, the creeps back off. Rentaro wakes up and rescues Shizuka from the whirlpool. He discovers Karine isn't cold but feels insecure about her body. To show he's sincere, Rentaro helps her out of her robe, revealing a stunning white bikini. As they hug, Karine notices Rentaro's heart racing faster than hers. With everyone together again, the pool date continues joyfully. Rentaro encounters his 5th soulmate, but doesn't get to speak with her. The next day, he finds her in the chemistry lab. Her name is Kuzori Yakuzan. Kuzori offers him tea and shows him some weird substances she created. She confesses she spiked the tea with a love potion because she fell for him instantly. Rentaro tries to throw up the potion, but it affects him too fast. Kuzori gives him an antidote to counteract the potion. Once Rentaro recovers, Kuzori confesses again, this time looking like the girl he saw before. Rentaro realizes she's his true soulmate, and returns her feelings. When Kuzuri meets the other girls, she gives them weird substances based on what Rentaro shared about them. She then serves cookies and 2 flasks of tea, one for Rentaro and one for the girls. Everyone assumes the large flask is for the girls, but it's spiked with a drug to make Rentaro kiss Kuzuri, a surprise they realize too late. Rentaro and Kuzuri rush to the chemistry lab to make enough antidote for the other 4 girls, who are acting like zombies, desperate for a kiss from Rentaro. They split up, with Shizuka going after Rentaro first. When she stumbles, he hangs her on a clothes hanger in the nurse's office. Hokuri and Karane pursue Rentaro next, but he tricks them into kissing each other. Rentaro finds Nano already in the chemistry lab, while Kuzuri hides in a locker nearby. She tries to make herself look older to sneak past, but Nano fails. Rentaro hides in a closet, but Nano finds him and kisses him until Kuzuri arrives with the antidote. Kuzuri gives the antidote to the other girls, who then claim not to remember what happened. She apologizes, but Rentaro assures her he'll keep loving her, even if she continues making weird things. Hokuri invites everyone to a park for a bouquet toss event. The winner gets a photo with their loved one. The Guerrilla Alliance motorcycle gang joins in, prompting Rentaro and the girls to team up. Shizuka wins the toss for the Rentaro family. Hokuri wins a chopstick lottery to choose who wears the dress for the photo. All the girls join in, and later Hokuri asks Rentaro to end their relationship. He follows her home, where she explains her mom, Hokuri, discovered Rentaro's dating situation and wants to move Hokuri to a new school. They wander through town, and Rentaro decides to break into the Hanazono mansion to rescue Hokuri. The other girls join the mission. Rentaro and the girls sneak into the Hanazono mansion to save Hokuri. She doesn't respond to calls, and they can't get her attention from outside. Using a pet door, they enter the mansion and avoid guards and pets inside. Kuzuri offers a drug she made for a job application to bypass infrared sensors. Rentaro and Karane slip past them together. The other girls stay outside while Rentaro and Karane head to Hokuri's room. They trigger an alarm and get caught, taken to Hokuri's room. Rentaro pleads with Hokuri, but she refuses, fearing Hokuri's heartbreak. When the drug wears off, Hokuri turns out to be Rentaro's 6th soulmate. Hokuri puts Rentaro through a lie detector test to see if he truly cares for her daughter. He passes the test easily. Then, a maid alerts Hokuri that Hokuri is trying to jump out the window. Karane holds Hokuri hostage while Rentaro rushes to save Hokuri. He convinces her not to jump, but they both fall out of the window, landing safely in a fountain. As Karane and Hokuri come out of the mansion, Hokuri realizes Rentaro genuinely loves Hokuri and is willing to do anything for her happiness. She asks Rentaro to take care of her daughter, and he promises to care for both of them, accepting Hokuri's earlier confession, surprising the other girls. Hokuri invites Rentaro and the girls to spend the night. After bathing, they wear pajamas provided by Hokuri. Overwhelmed by their cuteness, Hokuri gets a nosebleed. Rentaro helps her with it. Later, when Rentaro tries to take off the embarrassing pajamas, he lets out a scream, making the other girls think Hokuri is making a move on him. They rush in and find Rentaro dressed as a girl, causing him to faint from embarrassment. Nano wakes him up with a kiss, and Rentaro goes to take a bath. The Hanazonos and other girls try to peek on him. When they can't see anything, they go to the attic. Shizuka rolls to the bathhouse and falls in, accidentally seeing Rentaro naked. Karane blurts out their plan to Rentaro, who scolds them. Later, he finds Hokuri at an altar for Hokuri's late father and comforts her before kissing her. While wandering the mansion, Rentaro meets Hokuri's father's ghost, who thanks him for helping Hokuri move on. The next morning, they find out Hokuri bought the school to be closer to Rentaro. And this is all for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.